What it do, homies? We out here with a donation request. This time we are back with some more Ty McGrath and his anime opening covers. All right, we got Undertale. Actually, this person donated for 2 reactions, but they're both really short videos, so we're gonna be checking out 2 in one video. Megalovania, but it's an anime opening, and then Hopes and Dreams, but it's an anime opening. All right, so ready for some fire? Let's go ahead, shut up, and turn it up.
See the devil in your eyes.
Wait a minute.
You're nothing but a demon in disguise.
Nah, hold on, bro. Nah, hold on. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the visuals, but I'm gonna tell you something. One of the hardest anime openings that I've heard, I wouldn't say more recently, but what this is immediately making me think of, especially with the way that Ty's voice sound, is Mayday off of Fire Force, right? Everything we done, but better than us, burn it down. That song is so hard, bro. So I feel like just off that opening, we might have some similar energy. Well, I could be wrong.
Eyes. You're nothing but a demon in disguise. Hell.
Okay, good stuff. I was sitting there thinking that I'm listening to this, right? You who have clicked on this, right? Obviously, you understand kind of the typical tropes when it comes to anime music. It all follows a structure. It's kind of the same thing when it comes to cinematic trailers whenever you're watching a movie, right? A lot of these things are very, very structured. You can almost guess what's going to happen, right? Musically, you don't even got to be trained. You already know what's about to happen because you've heard it a million times. I was just about to say, wow, man, you're going pretty heavy so early in the beginning of the song. Generally, you kind of hear a little interlude in something that leads to what's about to happen, but you went real heavy on that one. Obviously, we got our little break right here, but I won't say too heavy. It's just heavier than I intended. I ain't complaining. It already sounds good. It's just I wasn't expecting that level of heaviness so early. That's cool. I like it.
It's a beautiful thing because like you are in LA.
This is amazing. I love this kind of a nice little swing. See, it's Spy X Family kind of a mood right here. I don't know the entirety of the Undertale. I was watching Man on the Moons. I think he had like a 4-hour one, or was it longer than that? I got one more video I need to do to finish that, and I have been dragging my legs big time. But I've understood a lot about Undertale from Man on the Internet, so shout out to him.
It's a beautiful thing because like you are in a land out of our minds. Just like what you decided to make to be. I know. I see the devil in your eyes. I hate to admire all your determination.
Oh, the instrumental, bro. It's a whole lot of chaos and destruction going on back there. Jeez, I am going to ask some of you guys something. When y'all listen to, choruses, anime openings and whatnot, what do y'all gravitate more towards, right? And if you take a collection or take a gander in your mind about all the ones that you've heard, the chorus, obviously, is supposed to be the most catchy part in the song. But there are times where I more care about the lyrics than I do about the chorus when it comes to anime openings. I want to know what those songs are for you guys, right? So I feel like a lot of our favorites, the reason why it's our favorites because of the fire chorus, right? Something that's easily singable, kind of similar to what we just heard there. Dee, dee, dee. Keep that in your mind. But also you kind of playing a familiar game, right? Because these are kind of remakes of songs that do exist, right? So you got to figure out how can I put some energy that turn into an opening. But the thing about it is that, you know, they weren't anime openings to begin with, right? So you might have fallen in love with the lyrics already. So now to hear that as an anime opening, right? But technically it's not an actual anime opening because, you know, fan project, but still. Anyways, y'all get the idea. All right, hopes and dreams for this anime open. Let's go.
Holding hands with those I love. What are you thinking of? Light above us holds no fear. Is it the end that's near? Crossing walls with hostile strikes. Refuse to grab the knife. Take my hand and I'll show you. You have the endings too. Always stand true. Inspired by you. Filled with determination. Right after, stand beside you. Always see.
You know, Ty, I think one of your challenges here is this song by itself can feel a little dragging, especially if you've heard it a million times already, right? I know some of the super dedicated fans out there will probably listen to the whole thing, but the songs are very, very slow tempo. Do, do, do. Fun to sing and everything, but you know, in this instance, we're trying to turn it into an opening, so we need to have a little bit of action. We need to have a little bit of movement. There's so many sustained notes in there. So, you know, I bet you that was one of your challenges. Like, all right, I do want to introduce movement, but I don't want it to feel too busy, right? Because you hear the background and the instrumental, drums going absolute crazy, but you know, you still need to have a little bit of musical, conceptual kind of sense to it. So I think you're doing a good job. Some sound effects.
Always seeking understanding, looking to give kindness where I can. All these hearts could use forgiveness. I'll spare them and teach them what I can. Always be the bigger man. Mercy is the strength learned from the land. Follow your heart now, don't get discouraged. Don't you forget your hopes and dreams. Don't go to be killed or lose the madness. Don't ever take in the bye-bye. The ones that always offer. Take my hand when you're hurting. Don't leave the kindness and we'll survive this. Find your environment. So long as you hold on and do what's in your heart.
There it is.
I'll fill you up with all my determination.
Yo, shout out to the video editor. It was hard.
I forgive you, don't you worry. You're alive and you're still learning. Violence blinded your own likeness. Be
Pacing,
yourself, no,
okay.
I don't mind it. Follow your heart now, don't get discouraged. Don't you forget.
I can hear, man, the problem solvings and stuff that you're doing in here, man. What y'all thinking about this? This kind of slaps. Out of the underground, smells like 12 episodes. Chopper's Deaf Child. It's 11 years old because that came out in 2015. That's another thing about Undertale. I didn't know it was a modern game. I thought that was a game that kind of came out like a long time ago, you know, 20-year-old game, if you will. Realized that that was like 11 years old. I didn't realize that, so that was like pretty cool. Now, good stuff, man.
Don't mind it. Follow your heart now, don't get discouraged. Don't you forget your hopes and dreams. Some kids will be killed or lose the madness. Don't ever give up on me. Team that wants to always offer. Take my hand when you're hurting. Don't leave the kindness and we'll survive it. Find your Spider-Man. So long as you hold on and do what's in your heart, I'll fill you up with all my determination.
This higher register. the grit in your higher vocals is very interesting. It almost kind of comes off as over extraneous. You know what I mean? Like not that overdoing is just overexertion. But I've seen you hit it clear. You know what I mean? So it provides a very interesting timbre, if you will, different from when I hear other people. I feel like that's very difficult. You know, it's already difficult to sing high. 'Cause I feel like even if your voice is natural high, it's still really difficult to sing high. Even more difficult to kind of sing high and give me that grit, all right, and make it sound more musical or more pleasing. It could be your layering, how you layer it in with your vocals. It's unique for sure.
Have you ever lost it all to understand, recall? Suddenly it seems so clear, it's all born out of fear. You lose all that is dear, the ones you hold so near, ever lashing out in pain. Oh God, how could you play? Despite everything you do, I see your
Halftime.
understand it's not too late. You can still change your fate. Despite everything you do, I see that you're still you. Understand it's not too late. You can still change your fate. Despite everything you do, I'm always here for you. Understand it's
This is beautiful.
you can still change your fate.
See, you remember that whenever we're listening to anime openings of the songs, that it's cut from the actual one right here. So what's funny is that I don't think this is the part, you wouldn't have heard this part, this slow part in the anime. It would have been over. Would have been over like somewhere like right around here, the 155 mark. We wouldn't have heard it. But the interesting is that that's where this is the most replayed part of the song.
Ever lost it all?
Everybody's best with that harmony. Very good stuff, Ty. Very good stuff. Anyways, y'all let me know what y'all thought about this down in the comments. YouTube thinks that you will like this next video right here. So go ahead and click on that if you want to enjoy some more What It Do Dave madness. Dave's out.